Welcome to Mysterious Stories today. At 11:40 p.m. on the night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic, the world's biggest ship, was involved in a terrible accident. Around 2:20 a.m. on April 15, the Titanic, which was the biggest ship of its time, sank into the cold Atlantic Ocean. Between guests and workers, there were 2,224 people on board. Sad to say, about 1,500 people died, turning the Atlantic Ocean into a cemetery. Everyone is familiar with the story of how the Titanic sank when it hit an iceberg. But this isn't the whole truth. After 16 years, expert scientists have discovered new results about the real cause of the Titanic's sinking, which I will share in this video. The Titanic was a one-of-a-kind and beautiful ship. It was 882 feet long. At that time, it was the biggest open-sea ship ever built. It was 175 feet tall. The ship was so big that it took the busy crew almost 2 weeks to see everything inside. Constructing the Titanic cost $7.5 million at the time, which, if updated for today's value, would be around $166 million. The construction of the Titanic was an immense job, requiring 3,000 workers who toiled from 6 a.m. and worked 6 days a week. Despite their efforts, it took 26 months to finish the ship. Unfortunately, the job was dangerous, resulting in the deaths of 8 workers and major injuries to 246 others. Still, no effort was spared in building this beautiful ship. What if I told you the iceberg wasn't the sole cause of the Titanic's demise? New evidence has appeared, showing that a fire, which had been burning unnoticed in the ship's hull, seriously weakened its structure. Titanic expert Malani Safi, who has been studying the ship for 35 years, found something remarkable, a 30-foot-long blackened piece at the bottom of the Titanic's bow. Close-up shots taken before the ship's launch show that this area had been damaged during building and that a fire had been burning in the coal bunker for 3 weeks. The fire had weakened the ship's metal by about 75%, and strangely, the iceberg struck exactly at this weakened part, which eventually led to the disaster. Had this fire not happened, the iceberg impact might not have been as catastrophic. Shockingly, the Titanic's management was aware of the fire but allowed the ship to set sail anyway, fearing financial ruin if they delayed its maiden journey. Tickets had already been sold, and the ship was fully booked. The Titanic was making its trip from Southampton, England, to New York City, USA. The interior of the Titanic was as luxurious as a 5-star hotel, styled after the famous Ritz Hotel. It featured grand stairs, lavish dining rooms, and a variety of services for first-class guests, including a swimming pool, gym, and even a beauty salon. There was also a newspaper on board called Atlantic Daily, keeping people updated. Despite all this grandeur, the Titanic missed some important safety equipment. Shockingly, there were no binoculars or telescopes on board, which could have helped spot the iceberg sooner. It's said that a key to a locked cabinet holding the ship's only binoculars was held by an officer who left the ship at the last moment, taking the key with him by accident. Furthermore, the Titanic was traveling faster than it should have been, partly to meet its plan and keep its reputation. To make matters worse, the ship did not carry enough lifeboats for all people. Initially, 48 lifeboats were planned, but only 20 were actually put on the ship, leaving many people without a chance of survival. Most of those who were saved were first-class guests. When the Titanic struck the iceberg, emergency messages were sent out, but a nearby ship, the SS Californian, failed to react in time. Its captain was later fired for this mistake. In conclusion, while the iceberg certainly played a role in the Titanic's sinking, the real truth lies in the fire that had been burning within the ship for weeks before it set sail. This fire badly damaged the ship's structure, making it exposed to the impact. If you found this movie informative, please like and share it. Don't forget to subscribe to this station for more interesting stories. Also, click the bell icon to stay updated with our recent movies. Take care, and goodbye.